Good evening, good fucking evening, and welcome to another Sunday night stream. Tonight, as always, I'm joined by my gorgeous girlfriend, and we are going to be talking Canon. Canon movies, Jen. Canon
Throbbing
fucking.
hard cannons. I get you, Marty. I get you. Rock hard cannons. Oh, you mean the films, right?
Yes, the fucking films. Right. So we're talking Canon. We're talking Canon movies.
Rock hard.
And I said, you know what? Fucking mix things up. We'll bring in some fucking awesome people. We'll bring in some regulars, but we'll bring in some cool people. So next to my gorgeous girlfriend is an absolute scholar and a fucking legend in his own right, Texas Hardcore. If you haven't checked out the dude's streams, if you haven't checked out his channel, fucking do it, for Christ's sake. What are you doing? Underneath Texas there is another fucking legend, an absolute fucking dude who knows his stuff. Like myself, loves his fucking comics. Juno 2000. Fucking check that dude's channel out as well. Underneath my gorgeous girlfriend, hopefully in a platonic form, we have the horror cat dad. And yeah.
Act cool, Larry. Act cool. He won't suspect a thing.
Figure aficionado extraordinaire and just all around nice guy. And speaking of fucking nice guys, they don't come any fucking nicer than this legend below me here. We have Joey Nomad. And yeah, this guy is a fucking scholar when it comes to cult movies, B movies, Batman. The dude is an absolute fucking legend. So make sure you check out his channel. But yeah, we are going to be talking Canon tonight. But before we kick off, I just want to acknowledge some people in the chat. We have Anthony in the chat here. Hang on a minute now. Let's highlight that. How you doing? Hey, Anthony, how you doing? Chester, let's see, Chester Franklin Jr. Hey, dude. And we have, yeah, that's it so far. We have Texas, we have Chester, and we have Anthony. But yeah, so Canon Cinema. What is Canon? Canon was a fucking staple of the 80s. You could not go into a video store and not buy a Canon movie. They ran from 1965. They started off doing softcore porn. Then in 1979, Golan and Globus took over. And that's when their kind of fucking B-movie escapades took place. So before I get to the questions, I'm just going to start with folks. And if you don't mind, Texas, I might start with you. What is your experience with Canon movies, and what's your earliest memory of watching Canon movies?
I saw, a lot of them growing up, like in, on cable and whatnot. Back then I didn't really pay attention to sort of labels. I'd be watching stuff and I'd be like, oh, it's another one of those films, or whatever. But it's not like I pieced like stuff together. But I'd say by the time I started, going, oh man, this is kind of a, crazy label. But I'd say that, like, I think the first one that made me take notice was probably Last American Virgin or Enter the Ninja. Either those two. I mean, it's like I said, I'm kind of, biased on some things because I would see those Norris movies and I really didn't give a shit because at the time, well, and it's because at the time our country, it was run by Reagan and there was always this supposedly jingoistic patriotism and stuff. And, I was a teenage anarchist, I was an anarchist punk. I didn't give a shit about all that stuff, And so a lot of times I'd just be like, I'm not watching this stuff. It's bullshit. It's like, I guess I kind of thought at the time, oh, this is just propaganda, or whatever, But I mean, the Bronson stuff I liked better. There are a few of the Norris ones that I do like. But I mean, at the time though, I was just like, oh man, I can't watch this stuff. This is ridiculous. The martial arts films I liked more, I think, than the Norris stuff, and I like all the action stuff with Bronson. But I mean, I totally respect a lot of that, now, but I'm not that much of a fan. Depending, like American Ninja, I'm like, whatever.
They were fun movies, despite, but as you said before, again, they were definitely a byproduct of the 80s. Go America and fucking, Reaganomics and we're the best and stuff like that. So I can definitely see like certain people having issues with them. Larry, what is your first early experience with Canon Cinema?
I mean, obviously there was, rentals that either my uncles or my cousin, or basically my uncle, because he would rent them for my cousin. But I would come across, I want to say the first one I remember seeing was probably Missing in Action 2. And that was a rental. And it was at my uncle's house. And beyond that, I mean, it's just, so I never saw the first one. I saw the second one first, and then I went back. But it was always random stuff that my uncles and cousins had at their houses, It's not until later, I mean, I saw stuff on TV, like, when the first time I saw Bloodsport was on probably like TBS or something like that. Cobra was another rental one, and that was probably, it was Stallone, so it's kind of like, but that's probably like my first one was Missing in Action 2, and also my first Norse film that I ever saw as a kid. And then oddly enough too, sorry to cut you off, man, the other one was like Cinemax used to show American Ninja all the time. Mm-hmm. So like the one I actually saw first was part 2, and then I saw part 3, and I was like, hey, where's Dudikoff? And then when part 4 came out, I was like, oh man, both of them are together, like I was all excited and stuff. And I mean, they're not the best films, but I mean, they're great, Mm-hmm. I mean, I say that, but it's just like I don't know. I think they're great. The cheese factor is great.
They're cheesetastic. Yeah. You cannot, like, you're like, Jesus fuck. And it's like, the lads, they were looking to fucking Rambo. We can make that. We don't need, we have Stallone, but we'll put him in this arm wrestling movie. Let's put Norris in this.
Our Rambo is Norris,
Joey, what's your earliest memory of Canon movies?
Uh-oh.
A bit of a delay.
Well, for me, it was Chuck Norris and oh God, it's happening again.
Work away. We'll power through it. Don't fucking sweat it, brother. We'll be good. We'll be good. Don't worry about it. Go on.
No, it's gonna. It's gonna.
Oh.
Uh-oh.
Okay. Look, we'll try and get Joey back because I don't want to. I'm gonna. Juno, are you up for the question next? What's your earliest experience or earliest Canon movie you watched, and why do you think you like the movies you like, Canon movies?
Because when I first was introduced by them at an early age, I watched like 2 movies that my dad had on VHS, and it was Salsa the movie, which is a dancing movie, and the second one was Chainsaw Massacre 2.
Nice.
And after that, I started like seeing more titles, and even finding out Cobra was a Canon film, and that's one of those badass Stallone films that's out there, top notch, with great action throughout. I just feel like it has one of the coolest and badass logos that you want to watch an entertaining film.
Yeah, the logo is cool, the way it compresses together. It's like some kind of machine or robot or something. I suppose I better ask this fucking mad joke. What about you? Canon movies.
Canon movies. Okay, see, when I was a kid, I was an only child, and I was lucky. My parents had like the big giant box. We had cable and stuff, and I was a little insomniac. And Cinemax and the movie channel played a lot of Canon films, particularly like between 12 and 5 o'clock in the morning. And I was often up at this time, so I saw Canon even before I knew what Canon was. And of course, me being the horror girl, I think my earliest memory of seeing a Canon film would probably be Hospital Massacre. And it's not like the best movie ever, but it's fun. And that's the thing. No matter if you're doing like the low budget horror movies, the action movies, whatever they're doing, they're fun. And yeah, they're not we're not doing Shakespeare here, people, but there's a grottiness that's very nostalgic. They don't make movies like this anymore. And I remember I loved Hospital Massacre, and it's about this a woman, and she was popular when she was a kid, and this dork had the audacity to leave her a card and stuff, and then she gets haunted by this guy later on and gets trapped in a hospital, you know, kind of a little bit like Halloween 2. And I remember as a kid just being fascinated because she's like, what do you want from me? And he's like, what I've always wanted, your heart. And he tries to cut up her heart, and I'm like, yeah. And then whenever I would see the Canon logo, I just would always, and believe it or not, I liked some action pictures. That's the thing I've discovered. Like, I wasn't a big action girl, but I really discovered, especially doing research for this, I really like the Charles Bronson movies. Really do. Not the biggest Chuck Norris fan. Who would have thought the guy that did Walker, Texas Ranger was that patriotic of an American? Who would have thought? But I do like the Charles, and he's playing the same damn character, but he does it so well. Like, it's the movie's all the same, really. And I mean that in the best way possible. I'm not dogging on him.
I love Charlie Bronson, but the man certainly doesn't have fucking range.
Fuck you, Morty. Death Wish movies, even the later ones.
Yeah, but Jesus Christ, you see, you're a woman, and you're a woman in a Charles Bronson movie, and you see Charlie Bronson, you
we're
get
dead,
away.
or raped, or both.
You get raped, murdered, or both.
Both.
Maybe at the same fucking time. Who fucking knows? But
don't let 101 Bronson hear you say that stuff.
Rolling in his grave. And also, Jason brought up Schizoid, which is a movie I'll be talking about, fucking with the great Klaus Kinski. Oh my God. Hello, Jason, by the way. I love Klaus
Jason.
Kinski.
I did not know Blood and Satan's Claw was a Canon movie. Fuck me sideways. Jesus
okay.
Christ. I thought it was
I don't think so, because it's from 1970.
That was. Well,
Yeah.
Again, Canon's been around since 65, but that was when they were doing softcore porn. I always thought it was Artemis, or it wasn't Hammer, but it was a British production. Maybe I'm wrong. Or it could have been a co-production, early co-production.
I remember it too. Jason's not crazy, because if he is, then I am too, which is no surprise.
We'll solve that mystery later on. I think poor Joey won't be able to come back. He's having internet issues, but if he does, I'll have him back again, because the dude is an absolute scholar, and we're missing out. But if you haven't subscribed to Joey's channel, or Joey's Instagram, he doesn't have a channel, make sure to go and follow Joey on Instagram. My own experiences, in the UK, there was a British channel that we could get here in Ireland called Bravo, and it was either fucking old 80s action shows, softcore porn, or stuff about cars. And I used to house sit for my aunt, and one of the movies that was on was missing in action. I was like, this is like Rambo, but if they spent like fucking $10, what the fuck? And I enjoyed it. I had fun with it. You cannot not have fun with a Canon movie. They were even fucking over the top, even sliced.
I like that movie, damn it. I like that movie.
Go away. He plays a truck driving arm wrestler that's trying to get his child back. Are you fucking for real?
What's your point?
My point is, it's bollocks. It's unadulterated ball. Lads,
and
help me out here.
The soundtrack in that is fucking awesome.
I don't know, man. I can't. I have fun with over the top. I mean,
I do too.
I mean, it's ridiculous. I mean,
I enjoy it.
But I mean, yeah, man. I enjoy it.
Yeah.
Sorry, Marty.
Fine. So I cooked up a bunch of questions, and I'm going to start with my girlfriend. The first question is, what are some of your favorite Canon movies? Jen.
Okay, some of my favorite, like I said, yes, I do like New Year's Evil. Jason, for some of my favorite movies, Okay, I got to talk about one. Can a movie is bad, but you have a real soft spot for? Like, it's it's a bad movie on the technical levels, but you saw it maybe at a certain time, and it captures a piece of your nostalgic spirit. Because there is a movie called The Forbidden Dance. It's a bad movie.
Oh no, not this. Is it because Sid Haig and the fucking Jesus fucking crook one? Go on, tell people what this is about.
Soundtrack, and they have to do the lambada for the rainforest. Don't ask people because I can't explain it any better than that. But they have, and the lambada is a forbidden dance, and it's hot, and like this, and the one dude like wants this one girl to be like his sex slave, and our young protagonist has to like help her and also help her people and save the rainforest. It's not good. I'm not saying it's good, people. I'm just saying I caught it about 9, 10, 11 years old. And I was like, that's a really good bop, lambada. The forbidden dance. Save the rainforest through sex is with subtext, people.
If we get fucking married, and this is a big fucking if with you, okay? We are not having that at our fucking wedding. Do you hear me?
I wanted to get the controversial one out of the way. Probably, if we're going to go in horror, my two favorite horror films are Schizoid, which I already talked about, with the great Klaus Kinski, who's wildly miscast as a psychiatrist. And if you love your Giallo films, you'll really dig this one. And this woman who's a reporter keeps getting these clippings sent to her, and she's also in a therapy group. And we have a whole list of people who could be the murderer. And it's not a bad film. I wish it had a higher body count, but the scissors, we got a murder weapon of scissors. It's pretty cool. And then, of course, Neil Jordan's The Company of Wolves was also a Canon film. And I love Neil Jordan, and A Company of Wolves is just a beautiful film. It's a retelling, and it's fucking awesome. I love that. And the rest of the films that I want to talk about I have a lot more. I love Cobra. I'm not an action girly, but I fucking love Cobra. I'm a basic bitch, guys. But a lot of the other movies that are canon are fucking Charles Bronson films. And what I didn't realize I was this big of a Charles Bronson fan. I love the Death Wish movies, and I will acknowledge, after a while, it's the same movie over and over again. We're just upping the ante, but it's fucking cool. But he also did some other movies that were pretty much the same thing, but called different things. And he did a comedy called, oh shoot, where is it? I wrote it down, guys. My freaking thing is something Murphy's Law, Charles, where he's handcuffed to a woman, and I was after he did Death Wish 3, and I think he was thinking, I need to do some comedic things, and it's the closest comedic thing as you'll ever see of him, and it's really
Charles
good.
Bronson doing a fucking comedy.
And 10 to Midnight is also a great one too. 10 to Midnight is another really brutal one. And I'm sorry, I feel like I'm hogging up all the time, so I'll let someone else. I'm sorry.
No, you're okay. You're okay. Tex, what about yourself? What are some of your favorite Canon movies?
Well, definitely 10 to Midnight, like Jen just said. I like Death Wish too, but there's some brutal shit in that now kind of gives me the heebie-jeebies in it. When it relates to like his daughter and stuff. Mm-hmm. I mean, I still like it, but there's sometimes I'm like, oh fuck, I forgot this was in this movie, or whatever. Definitely Last American Virgin, although it's like one of the like saddest fucking endings of a movie I've ever seen in my life, and I still like it, but when it gets to that point, I just I still want to kick my TV in, and kill Diane Franklin, well, I didn't say that, but we'll edit that out, but but I had also definitely Texas Chainsaw 2 was one. Yes. Enter the Ninja and Revenge of the Ninja. I like both of those, and there's one of the reasons I like Enter the Ninja so much is, well, number one, Franco Nero is in it, which is fucking awesome, but there's this one scene where he kills this dude with like this half crescent moon, and it just goes like right in the middle of the dude's forehead. And what's so funny is the guy, they film him like, frontal face, and he just goes "Ee!" like that. You know? And so that was a big deal with me and a bunch of my friends in high school. We would pass each other in the hall and we just go "Ee!" And people thought we were fucking insane, so
those ones are great as well. Fucking because he wasn't a fluent English speaker, they dubbed him with the most American fucking accent they could find, and I thought that was fucking brilliant as well. It's like you can tell that this is not the fucking cunt's actual accent.
Right. And the thing about New Year's Evil was I saw that in the theater, and I saw it I think it was a Wednesday night, and I was the only one there, and I was like 16, and so the next day at school, I told two friends of mine, I'm like, dude, you got to go see this movie. I'm going to go back and see it tonight, And so we went the next night, and it was, I guess, the last night they were showing it because the theater was packed, and they were like, oh, only one here, huh? Because I kept telling them, we'll be the only ones there, and then the whole fucking theater was packed. And then I realized, well, the next day I was like, oh, well, they stopped showing it. So it was the last day. But yeah, I thought it was great. I hate, though, that they I really wish, my only problem with it is that they got some real punk bands from the time, in there, because, there's this one horrible part where one of the bands starts playing blues, and everybody, instead of slam dancing, they're just like, it's just horrible. It's like, oh my God. And that's really my only fault with it. I mean, it's definitely cheesy, but Kip Niven as the villain he is so great. And the funny thing, another thing that was kind of funny was that the little voice flanger thing he uses, it wouldn't work. So it was actually him just doing that voice himself and not using any mechanical thing, So.
Again, it's just their ineptitude fucking added to what you end up loving about the fucking movies. That's the best thing. Juno, what about you, dude? What are some of your favorite Canon titles?
Well, my favorite Canon films that I enjoyed watching is titles like Cyborg with Jean-Claude Van Damme and Vincent Klein. I thought that was a very badass Jean-Claude Van Damme sci-fi movie that he ever did. I know he would go on to do Universal Soldiers, that's a sci-fi film, but I kind of prefer Cyborg more because I think it's more intense, especially how he lost his family and he's going after Vincent Klein, who's this big fat mongoloid dude with a scary demon voice, and the fight is top notch and epic, especially that finale, the way it's shot at night, and it's practical, which I really miss. And I feel like action movies do miss the point with that nowadays, especially after I saw that horrible Roadhouse remake.
Oh yeah,
where they didn't use any actual fighters in that movie. That's why Cyborg, in my opinion, kicks the shit out of that movie, and I love Cyborg. The next one I would say is Bloodsport. Bloodsport's an epic another Jean-Claude Van Damme movie that I think he did back to back with those ones, because those were his first two feature-length debuts. And I like the practical fights where you get to see how legit the fighting is, brutal, and especially the soundtrack is one of my favorite soundtracks from Canon films. I could listen to the soundtrack and it feels like you're watching the movie because it's that damn good. I love this. I love the music score where he's pulling up with this ropes because he's stretching his legs, and I love the way the song is building up where he breaks the pole and stuff. That was one of my favorite scores right there because of how beautiful it was done. And I love Chainsaw Massacre 2, like I mentioned.
Yeah.
That's a sequel that I feel is the real sequel over the rebooted sequels that they want to do over and over again. I would say Chainsaw 2 still rules, and I still think it holds up to this day as as a horror comedy film.
Mhm.
And also Cobra. you got to mention Cobra. That's a classic. Like Stallone, like because originally he was supposed to be doing Beverly Hills Cop, but that turned into Cobra because that was like the original idea for Beverly Hills Cop. But I think it worked better for Stallone, and it's so badass. Like that's another one that never should get remake. Like it's a timeless classic. And
It's cool, an army of fucking serial killers, and you have to have this renegade cop take them all out. Yeah, you're fucking dead right. That is a classic. And
yeah,
the cool thing about Cyborg is as well, Juno, is that it was supposed to be originally, it was going to be a sequel to Masters of the Universe. They recycled the sets and they recycled the costumes and stuff. So the only reason we got Cyborg was because the fucking Masters of the Universe sequel fell through. Speaking of Masters of the Universe, I have a feeling that's going to be on this man's list. Larry, what are your favorites? What are some of your favorites, dude?
Lambada, right? The Forbidden Dance. Come on, Larry.
I have
We're
seen
done with Lambada, okay? It's not coming back. Never
I have
coming
seen
back.
that film. I have seen that film. I vaguely remember it, but I
Don't
have seen that
fucking
film.
encourage her, Larry. Don't encourage her, okay? Christ.
No, honestly, my probably like my top ones, in no particular order, because it's hard for me to pick. You know, Cobra's tops for me. Bloodsport. I mean, to piggyback off of what Juno said, that score is amazing. I have it on vinyl too, so it's like that score is just absolutely incredible. And yes, I do have Masters of the Universe on there as well. It's one of it's. I mean, for what it is, I mean, I loved it when I first saw it as a kid. It was a rental. My dad rented it for me, and I was just like, I was so hyped about it. And but I mean, those ones. I mean, Cyborg. I would put Kickboxer a little bit above Cyborg. The American Ninja series, I like those as well. As I mentioned earlier, I started with 2, and then I freaked out with 3 because there's a different actor, and then like 4, I was like, mind blown, But yeah, those are probably some of my favorites that I can think of off the top of my head.
Good
Yeah,
list.
no, they're good ones.
I mean, maybe I'm basic because those are like, I don't know. I'm hearing all these other ones. I was like, wow, I didn't know that was a Canon film.
No,
I didn't know
you'd
that
be
was a Canon film.
surprised. You'd be surprised the amount of movies that are canon movies that you wouldn't realize it. I've got to like Larry, Masters of the Universe, gotta love it. Frank Langella is brilliant. He's fucking, I swear to God, the man nearly dislocated his fucking jaw. He's chewing so much fucking scenery for that movie. And the reason he did it was because he wanted to impress his kid, who was a big Masters of the Universe fan. And he took him to a private screening, and the child fell asleep during the movie. So that's a funny story. Everyone's having fun with that. And like even poor old Dolph Lundgren, he was learning English as the production went on. So he got better. He got better as the movie went on. So my other favorite one has to be Life Force. I love fucking Toby Hooper movie. Very underrated. Henry Mancini fucking soundtrack. Fucking cracker of a soundtrack. John Dykstra, guy worked on Star Wars. He worked in the visual effects. Dan O'Bannon worked in the script. Really great fucking cast. And yeah, you've got what is very much a kind of cosmic horror, a very kind of almost Lovecraftian cosmic horror. But the way Canon were able to sell it, we've got a lady with no fucking clothes on walking through 90% of this fucking thing. Here's the cash, make it, work away, do what you got to do. Again, Life Force, awesome movie. Fun fact
Invaders
as well,
from Mars, Marty. Invaders
Sorry?
from Mars. Invaders from Mars.
Invaders from Mars. So the thing is, this was part of a deal Hooper struck with Canon. He got a 3-picture deal: Texas Chainsaw 2, this, and Invaders from Mars. And yeah, I like Texas Chainsaw 2. Invaders from Mars is fun, but this is just a fucking gem of a movie. I love this. Fun fact, Patrick Stewart, aka Captain Picard, his first ever on-screen kiss was with Steve Railsback in this movie. So yeah, fun fact for you there. So yeah. Jesus Christ, the captain of the Starship Enterprise making out with Charles Manson. Fucking cool, yeah.
Or Ed Gein.
right.
Ed Gein. Steve
Right.
Railsback was also Ed
Oh,
Gein, I
man.
might have you know.
Christ, where's my fucking hell?
Also, can I ask a question? And this might not even be canon, but I know you guys will know because a couple of you guys have brought up Jean-Claude Van Damme. What is it a canon movie? And what is the movie where he's helping a woman who's abused? It's on a farm. I never can remember the name.
Nowhere to Run.
No, is that a canon movie? Because I love that movie
No.
too. Okay. I thought maybe it
That
was.
was
Rosanna Arquette, right, Jen?
Mhm.
Rosanna Arquette, and your man who played Buffalo Bill.
That was that came out. That was a follow up after Universal Soldier, and I was
Okay.
I was kind of bummed because where are the kicks in that film?
I liked it.
But it was
really
good. I
liked
saw it. I did see it in the theater. I did like it. It's just I thought it was kind of like I'm used to Van Damme doing the kicks, and then but he didn't really do too many. But no,
Mhm.
it's a good film though.
I get you. I thought it for some reason. I always thought it was canon. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to derail. I know you guys will know.
Also, a couple more people joined. Video Tasties joined. Jim joined. Jim's movie channel. Cheers for stopping by, Jim. Jason Callan, another great guy, another sound dude, and Peyton Samuels. Thanks a million for stopping by, guys. Appreciate it. But so my next question, and I might start with Larry with this one, is so Larry, is there any canon movie that you think is way better than should be considered canon? Is it like, what the fuck? Did Canon Studios produce this? Is there any movie that's you think is way better for the studio than it should be?
I mean, I gotta go with I gotta go with Masters of the Universe. But I mean,
Okay.
I don't know. I don't know, man. I mean, there's a Life Force is also a really good one.
Mhm.
The effects and everything. It's been a while since I've seen it, but I would say that one's also pretty solid from what I remember. It's been forever, but not just because of the naked lady. 'Cause I know that's tops of everybody's list because of that, but
Mine.
um, Forbidden Dance.
I
No, I'm
always
just kidding.
look
I'm
for
just
good
kidding.
boobs. I always look, in case I could take him to like the surgeon. I always say, could you make him look like these?
So you're going to go to a plastic surgeon. You're going to go, surgeon, turn on thy DVD player and watch this chick's rack. I want this. Is that fucking is? Is that your plan?
Yeah, that actually is. If I win the lottery, I figure I have enough money. They'll put up with my bullshit. Yeah. And feed the hungry and stuff. I'll do the good stuff, but I want to get a little work done.
I guess the only other one would be, and I wasn't aware this was a canon film, and maybe y'all could, but Highlander.
Oh yeah, Highlander. You're right.
I mean,
yeah,
I totally did not know that was a fucking.
I mean, maybe Tex or Juno can confirm that, but I was like, Highlander's a canon film.
I think it is, isn't it? I'm pretty sure it is.
Also, hello, not JPEG. Jason, what was your question again? Was it about alien contamination?
It
if
was.
That's a canon movie.
I thought Highlander was a canon film. I could have sworn it was because I saw it on a list.
Yeah, Jim says it's not, so that's why I was kind of confused, too. I was like, if it was a canon film, I'd say like that is one that I never knew was a canon film.
No, it's not. It was produced by Thorn EMI Screen Entertainment, Highlander Productions, and Davis Panzer Productions, and distributed by 20th Century Fox here in the States, and then Thorn EMI through it says through Columbia Canon and Warner Distributors, but it's not a canon film.
Oh, okay, not a straight up canon film. Okay.
Yeah,
that's why I never thought of it. But when I was doing some research, I was just like, why is Highlanders on this list? That's weird. But yeah. But no,
it feels like it'd be a canon, though. It feels like
it is fucking. It's got those elements of crazy fucking elements and stuff. But yeah, no, I think if you were going to fucking classify something as well, what the fuck could Highlander be? You could classify it as a canon movie, so I wouldn't blame anyone. Yeah, Jason was asking what's people's thoughts on alien contamination. it's an Alien ripoff. It's an Alien knockoff. Is it a Canon movie? I never knew it was a Canon movie.
Isn't that an Italian flick?
Yeah, it is. It is. Yeah, so here, I'll pull up Jason's question there. My question is, what's your thoughts on Alien Contamination, a glorious soundtrack by Goblin?
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw it once. I mean, I thought it was, all right. I'd probably have to do a rewatch of it because some time's passed since I saw it, because I saw it, I think, on one of Joe Bob's shows or whatever. I thought, it was all right. That's all I can really say about it at this moment, because I don't remember that much about it.
The soundtrack.
That's I'd say. Oh, sorry, Jed. Go on.
Oh, I was just going to say that the soundtrack. That's what sticks out more than the movie. The soundtrack.
Yeah, I was just about to say that. To everyone, okay, it's an Alien knockoff, but that fucking soundtrack is fucking slap. So, Joe, I'm gonna go to Tex next. Tex, what movie do you think that came out of Canon that you're like, this is way too fucking good to come out of this fucking mental fucking shit show of a studio?
Well, I would say I really wish that Toby had not signed that deal now, because not to say that those movies he made were bad, but I would rather have seen TCM2 get a better production company and a better distributor for it, because that really wasn't the movie that he wanted to make. And apparently, they had some stuff in it that a lot of the execs there shit their pants, and it was like, you can't do this and all that. And so then they wanted him to make a horror comedy because House was so popular and stuff. Mm-hmm. And I would rather have, I like the movie as a whole. It's definitely one of my favorites, but I would rather have seen, something, a lot more bloodier and grittier like the first. But it has its moments, but that's something that I think it would have done better had it been his, real vision and whatnot.
Do you think that if he hadn't gone for the 3-picture deal and he said, look, I'll make whatever you want after this, it can be shit, but give me a bit of fucking leeway, do you think Canon would have given him a bit of leeway if he had been a bit more amenable with what he wanted to make?
That's hard to say, because even I've seen interviews with Caroline Williams, and she was like, he didn't get to make the movie he wanted to make, and coming from her, it's like, well, obviously, there was more to it than there, than what it became, and that's, I don't know, you can't say, because look what he did, after he sold the fucking rights to Leatherface, which to me, that wasn't a smart move. There's been some okay movies since then, but okay being the operative word, there's never been anything to touch those two at all. And people can say, oh, the remake, fuck the remake. I don't dislike it, but that seems to be everybody's kind of go-to thing. Oh, it's so much better. No, it's not. It's not at all.
With Leatherface 3, though, the Jeff Burrs, the director of that one, also had a nightmare. The studio hated his guts. They fired him, and then they couldn't get anybody else. And they're like, okay, we still hate your guts, but will you come back and make the movie? And right. He did, and the MPA cut him down. Like, it was supposed to be a lot more bloody. So really, that movie, part 3, I get why some people don't like it, but go behind the stories, and it's a miracle it's as good as it is. And
well,
the
yeah,
reason What You Would Do Is Alive is because it was an audience test.
I don't hate that one. Because it's got Ken Foray, and then you've got an early Viggo Mortensen role.
Yes, great performance by him.
And but I'm just saying, it just kept everything going forward. Just worse and worse and worse. I mean, fuck, I would rather take that one with Matthew McConaughey over that Netflix piece of shit.
That
I mean,
Yeah, that
motherfucking one
shouldn't
with
have been
his
a Texas
robot
Chainsaw.
fucking leg. He has a robot fucking leg.
you know,
The Netflix one shouldn't have been a Texas. It would have been okay as a slasher movie, but it was horrible as a Texas Chainsaw movie.
oh yeah, yeah. I mean, I remember staying up till 2 o'clock in the morning so I could see, the premiere of it, and I'm just like, what the fuck?
I could be asleep right fucking now.
Yeah.
Although, can we agree the worst one is Do Your Thing, and the timeline on that movie is fucked.
It makes no fucking sense. Yeah,
But
how is
fucking
she?
Alexandra Daddario was the hottest fucking 38-year-old I've ever fucking seen in my life.
It doesn't
That was
bother me.
strange. Yeah.
It doesn't bother me that much, although I don't like the fact that they killed off, too many people in the beginning. They should have had, some people kind of survive more, since she didn't know anything, about him being in her family because of all that, not getting the letter and all that kind of shit. Because I'm thinking, I mean, that was the only thing that bothered me the most, because I'm like, how the fuck are these idiots so stupid? I mean, that's why I hate Midsommar, because everybody in that movie, except for the Swedes, are fucking stupid. It's just like, you people cannot be this fucking dumb. I mean, I swear, and I'm not trying to go off topic, but
Dude,
if I made
fire away, man.
if I was in Midsommar, I would just get a shotgun and I would kill every single fucking person there, and then that would be it. And instead of having to go through it,
go all Mandy.
2.5 hour movie, yeah, go all Mandy. I mean, that movie's fucking, that rules. But I mean, that one, no, but that one doesn't bother me, except for the fact that they killed too many people off really quick. And I mean, I love the Easter egg at the end when her fucking parents, who couldn't stand her, show up, and then she just like, there you go. It's like, I thought that was brilliant. But I mean, yeah, it's not the best movie, but I thought it was better than that sequel that they did to the remake. That's the one I think I hate the most.
Yeah, Arlie Ermy couldn't even fucking save that fucking piece of shit.
Right. Yeah. I mean, that was just bad. I mean, there's the other one that's called Leatherface.
I like that one.
Yeah, I do too. That's what I was going to say, because it's great, because they throw all these things at, these tropes where you think, oh, it's the fat kid. He's Leatherface. No, it's not him. So.
And also the scene where we go, I fucking love Texas, and then they're in the cow. It's just cool. Like that one got so much hate, and I never understood why.
Right.
Just want to give a shout out. Some people mentioned their favorite Canon movies. Lesser known Canon movie, but great, The Assault. I've never seen that one.
I'll check it out.
And let's see. Not JPEG says American Ninja 4 is one of my personal favorites. And let's see. Stallone's Cobra is also great in my opinion. Let's see. Oh, okay. We got Texas Chainsaw 3D versus Texas Chainsaw. Is Texas Chainsaw 3D better than Texas Chainsaw?
I pretty much just said that. So I mean,
2022 sucks ass.
I mean, 3D, of course. I mean, the Netflix one is just pure shit.
I watched this with Jen, and I got physically fucking angry when the cunt fucking pulled the fucking chainsaw out of the wall that had been in that fucking wall for 30 years and started that cunt up. And I'm like, the gas would have evaporated. Whenever you fucking, any fucking triathlons that bastard went down the stairs as well.
Well, what really pissed me off, I mean, I kind of get what they were trying to do, that like, she's taken care of him and stuff all these years and trying to, I'm not saying, make him not be evil or whatever, but, But it pissed me off though that at the very end, you see him walking to the house. Why did she need to live where she did? Why couldn't she have just lived in that house, you know, and taken care of him? That's the thing to me that didn't. I was like, what the fuck, you know?
That is one of many fucking issues that
I
movie
remember
has.
that.
Greg.
Thing. You were
Oh,
so
Jesus.
angry. And I was like, oh yeah, the gas would have evaporated. Oh, I didn't even
yes,
occur
it
to
would
me.
have fucking
I
evaporated.
was like, oh yeah.
Fucking Leatherface got a magic fucking chainsaw. Unless every couple of months he's tearing down the masonry, gassing that cunt up, putting the saw back in, and then fucking macing up the wall again. Fuck off. Oh, Jesus Christ.
And,
Juno, for what for you do you think is a movie that's way better than it should be that came out of Canon? That's like, what the fuck? How did this movie come out of Canon, in your opinion?
I would have to say the one movie would be Superman 4.
Okay.
Like I would mention as like a piece of shit, but I don't know how they fucked that up, but they should have made a better movie than that. Like that should have never been a piece of shit. Like that should have been like a straight up last good fourth movie with Christopher Reeve kicking ass as Superman. But instead they gave us like a generic story where, oh, we gotta bring back Lex Luger the next time, and it's like you're already tired of the same shit. And, oh, it's his son, and he's like the most over the top annoying villain that doesn't like shut up throughout the movie. It's like I would have preferred Killer Croc over him. That would have been a better villain.
I thought it was hilarious. They had a strand of Superman's hair holding up this 100-pound fucking, I don't know, ball bear. And Lex was able to use a fucking scissors. It wasn't even a kryptonite scissors. It was just a cunt and fucking scissors.
Yeah.
And then you're one fucking Superman carrying this bitch through space. And it's like, how is she breathing? Someone explain to me how this fucking mare is breathing in fucking
Yeah.
I
space.
mean, they use that physics later in Last Jedi, right?
Fuck off, Larry. Don't fucking get me started.
I've never seen Superman 4, and now this just confirms that I will never.
Oh gosh, I call it quest of shit.
It was a vanity project. Christopher Reeve, his heart was in the right place. It was quest for peace. He wanted to do a movie to bring awareness to nuclear annihilation. Instead, he brought awareness to franchise annihilation. He fucking annihilated that fucking franchise. And
like, and it was a massive loss for Canon Films because that was like one of their biggest flops of all time. Like they lost a lot of money for that.
Through the fucking kitchen sink. That and Masters, they were hoping to get a fucking Hail Mary play with the big fucking franchises and stuff.
Well, that's why they didn't end up doing Spider-Man, right?
Yeah.
Because they blew most of their money on Masters first, and then like Quest for Peace or something like that. I can't remember the timelines between the two films, but I know Masters of the Universe really, they were banking on that so they can do the Spider-Man film.
The thing is with fucking Quest for Peace, you know your movie sucks when the prior movie that had a coked up Richard fucking Pryor does a better fucking job at portraying the Man of Steel.
That's a better movie.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie, like I had that one as a kid, and I still will say I like that movie. Like, I mean, it's a guilty pleasure. Is Superman 3.
My favorite thing, I was telling Jen about this. There's a men's magazine, FHM, For Him magazine, that sold here, and they done an interview with Richard Pryor, and the interviewer asked, "Have you ever been on drugs, or have you ever done drugs while you're filming a movie?" He said, "Have you seen Superman 3? Of course, I was on fucking drugs."
I love that everyone goes to Superman 3 for bad Richard Pryor movies. What about the toy, guys? What about the toy?
Fuck no, the toy is fucking genius. I mean, you can look at it as like, oh yeah, this is a piece of shit, but no, I love the toy. I mean, maybe getting rid of like Jackie Gleason and having somebody else in it, maybe.
I like Jackie Gleason. That's like, but I grew up with the
Well,
Honeymooners.
well, no, I mean, I like him too, but I mean, there's actors in movies that are kind of out of place. I would have rather have had, maybe somebody else, but I mean, the whole Master Bates joke is hilarious. I mean, it's infantile as shit, but it's great. And I mean, I think it's a really good movie. The one movie that I don't think of his that gets a lot of respect and is highly underrated is Busting Loose. That movie is fucking great.
Yeah, I like that. No, I do like that movie. I do like that movie.
I mean,
oh, sorry, Tex. Go on.
I was just gonna say. I mean, I love Car Wash, even though he's not all in it in the whole thing. But I mean, I love that. Brewster's Millions, I think, is good. Definitely
No Evil,
still.
Hear No Evil is another good one.
But definitely the first one that he and Wilder did, Silver Streak, I think that's highly underrated because people don't even talk about that one. They talk about Stir Crazy and the other one, but like Silver Streak's fucking brilliant. Jill Clayburgh is fucking great in it. I mean, I like that movie a lot.
Also, something else. Thanks for bringing it up now for something a little different. As well as being a vanity project, he also agreed to do it in exchange for producing Street Smart, which has Morgan Freeman as an absolute fucking cunt of a pimp. He's backhanding women like it's going out of fucking style. Thanks for bringing that up, man. I totally forgot.
So wait, did he do? Was it Stand By Me before that, right? Or was it after? I don't know the timeline of that.
Which?
Or because you said Morgan Freeman, because I don't think I've seen that one, that Street Smart one. But he was also in not Stand By Me, which is the one where he's the principal.
Lean on me.
Lean on me.
Same thing.
Yeah. Little different. Tony Todd's in the Lean on Me.
But it's just interesting to think of him as like it's like, why didn't we ever get more like roles of Morgan Freeman like slapping people around like that? That would be great.
I would have been cool with that.
I think I've seen that, but man, it's been a long time. I'm gonna have to look that up and rewatch it. But I mean, to me, besides Morgan Freeman being on the Electric Company, but I mean, a lot of you are probably too young to even know that show.
I do.
He was in this movie with Robert Redford that's real underrated, Brubaker. I don't know if you remember that. It's about Robert Redford plays this guy who basically goes to prison. He's not a criminal, but he's kind of working on the inside because he hears about abuse and stuff in the prison there. And so he goes in there, and then he notices things. And Morgan Freeman, is this one prisoner. He's not harming anybody and all this. And then he, and you think he's a little crazy, and there's this one scene where he's just like, I forget, they ask him to do something, and he just goes, all I want is a little respect, RESPECT, And then that's kind of when like Redford's like, okay, I've seen enough of how they treat these inmates, and then he goes to take it over, and people, inside that the authoritative people are trying to, undermine him and shit, and they can't. And so but it's a fucking great movie, really good.
What year did it come out? I might check it out.
I want to say maybe 83, 82, something like that.
Okay, I can Google it. Thank you. I'll give it. And Tex, maybe you should do a watch party on the toy, because maybe it's been a long time. Maybe you can convince me that it's not. I always was a little uncomfortable that a kid would, pick a person as their toy. There was maybe I'm being a baby bitch. Thank you. Jason says it's 82.
I mean, now people would be, pissed at it. There's so many, movies, that people are like, oh, they'll never make that now. But I don't know. I like the toy. I always thought it was fun. I mean, definitely not the greatest Pryor film, but I mean, he's great in it.
Oh yeah, he's great in everything.
It's actually 1980.
Oh, okay, 80.
Cool. Thank you.
Plus you get the kid from fucking Fuck, now I can't think of it. The Christmas Story, the light, the kid sticking his tongue out on the light pole.
Mm-hmm.
Because he's the one that plays the kid in that movie and shit.
They also have apparently Yaphet Kotto's in it. Who else? Everett McGill is in it. Yeah, and David Keith. Man, it's got a pretty solid cast.
Yeah, it's a really good movie. I could have, but like it's been decades, so I couldn't remember. I just knew. I mean, I knew it was from the '80s, but yeah, '80s sounds more like it and all that.
I'll give it a second.
Yeah, I'd say people should check it out, but curtail your fucking your more softer sensibilities before you fucking watch this one, because yeah, it's aged about as well as fucking Milk, but it's still a fun watch. So my next question, or have I skipped anyone? Jen, did I skip you? Or
I think yes, you did. Larry, I'm going to be turning to you for emotional support tonight because you know how he is.
What the fuck?
I'm leading on earlier.
Jesus Christ. Go on.
We were going to wait. Larry and I were going to wait and tell you later.
Fuck this shit. Good luck. Bye.
Hey, she's your girlfriend, man. So
For me, this is a very basic bitch answer, but I think the movie that surprises me, because I'm not an action girly. Like, I like some action movies, but they have to be really good. And Cobra was the one that kind of surprised me because, like, that's a movie that holds up. It's just as good as it was back then. And it's one that you just get sucked into, or I do. Like, if it's playing, I'm just sort of sucked into. So I'm always surprised. Oh, that's a Canon. Because it seems a little, it's like, it fits Canon, but it seems a little high end for Canon at the same time. Does that make sense?
Yeah, it does.
Yeah.
It does. It's a lot more kind of, it's not really highbrow, but it isn't. It comes across as something a bit more like Lethal Weapon-y, or kind of like, Die Hard.
Warner Brothers.
Yeah, that's a good way. That's a good one, Juno. Yeah, that's good.
But so my next question, right? And I'm going to start with you, Jen. Who's your favorite kind of mainstream actor to kind of have a resurgence or a career revival out of Canon, or just an actor who kind of came like Van Damme, like other actors? Who was
probably Bronson. I did not realize he did that many pictures for Canon, and like I said, I will acknowledge they kind of all, even not even if you just count the Death Wish movies, they're all kind of, even the other ones that weren't Death Wish movies, they all kind of were the same movie, but he did it so well. And like I said, I didn't realize till I started doing research and I watched some of these movies, and I know you say he doesn't have the biggest range, but I think he's really good. He's really good at what he does. He's one of those actors that he's kind of like a John Wayne. Like, maybe he can only do certain types of roles, but he does it really well. Okay. Maybe John Wayne wasn't the best example, but you guys know what I mean.
No. I get you. For me, Richard Lynch. Lynch had a major career revival thanks to Canon. I loved him in fucking Invasion USA as Rustov. He's a nasty piece of shit in that movie. Shooting, fucking blowing Billy Drago's dick off and fucking slamming a woman's face into a glass table of cocaine.
Oh man, Billy Drago was in that. So you have two of the ugliest men in show business in that.
Yeah, and Lynch, you can't have two of the ugliest bastards in the same room, so one of them has to fucking go. And he's a fucking cool act. Loved him in Barbarians as well. Barbarians is a dumb fucking movie, but it's so fucking fun. And Michael Berryman is in that as well as a bad guy.
Oh, Jesus Christ. That's 3.
Yeah. There's some ugly motherfuckers in Canon. We'll say that. Tex, what about you? What's your favorite kind of character actor to come out of Canon, or have a career revival in Canon, if you will?
Well, I mean, I think, Caroline Williams and Bill Moseley, I mean, it really kick-started their careers, I think, from being in Texas too. But I mean, I got to agree with Jen. I mean, as far as a well-known, I would say Bronson, because it kept him going for years, But yeah, definitely Caroline Williams and Bill Moseley. But Marty, do you know the story behind Richard Lynch? What happened to him?
No, tell me, please.
He apparently, this was back in the 60s during the Vietnam, protests. And, I'm sure you've seen that picture of that monk that set himself on fire.
Yeah.
Well, that's what Richard Lynch did. He was protesting. And I mean, supposedly, I've never heard anything else to not dispute it, but he poured gasoline on himself and set himself on fire.
And that's why he looks so fucked up. He self-immolated himself. Jesus. Fuck.
Yeah.
I didn't know that either.
His career was off to a fucking fiery start.
His career went ablaze,
Nice. But Juno, what about you? Is there any actors or who came out of Canon, or any older actors who had their careers kind of injected with a bit of life?
Well, I know he doesn't like his performance in this movie, but I like that we got to see Dennis Hopper as Lefty in Chainsaw Massacre 2. Yeah. I do disagree with him saying that, it was one of the worst movies that I ever done. I thought it looked like it would give Dennis Hopper more roles to kick ass as a hero lead. Even if he's in another horror movie, he's capable of doing that as a lead. Especially you see his emotion in the beginning where he's noticing that he knows the sign that Sawyers are back, and he's explaining is it funny that one person got their head cut off and they're partying, and that's why you could tell it wasn't a car crash, because he knows that they're fucking around, the Sawyers are back, and that's why he gets vengeance by getting the chainsaws, and he's kicking ass at the end, breaking their house down and doing a chainsaw fight with Leatherface. That was a great performance by Dennis Hopper. I would have loved to see him do more roles like that, but I just feel like that would have definitely kickstart more movie roles that he would have done.
Oh well, yeah. You got to consider River's Edge the next year. He was fucking amazing in that,
Yeah.
That's why I liked his performance in that film, and he's the only smarter character out of any character in that shitty new movie that tried to fight Leatherface. His character Lefty's more smarter than those dumbasses.
Yeah.
I love where he's I'm the Lord of the Harvest, and you're this motherfucker is more of a danger than the fucking Sawyers
are. Taking you all to hell.
Really, he should have got an Academy. I think it was that good of a
hold on a minute now, Miss Mitchell.
But I like that. Yeah.
Go ahead, Juno.
No, I like the detail in the movie that it turns out he's the nephew. His nephew and his niece are Sally and Franklin. That's why I love that connection where that is the continuation. That shows you that that's the real fucking sequel, not these rebooted 400 fucking sequels they want to do nowadays.
Yeah.
But before I jump onto you, Larry, I just want to say a big hello to Ethel Cross, aka 13 Originals. Awesome lady. She does awesome stuff, and she's a kick-ass channel. We missed you, Ethel. We haven't forgotten about you. And fucking can't argue with that, fucking. Yeah, as the issues I have with Texas Chainsaw 2, Dennis Hopper is a force of nature in that movie, and
best part of it, really.
Yeah, he is. Larry, who is your favorite kind of actor to come out of Canon or kind of had their career given a fucking shot of energy or kind of life again?
Well, to come out of Canon, I would say Van Damme. Bread and butter, obviously. What it was mentioned before, Bronson. I feel like it's that guy did everything and anything, mostly Canon. And if anything, I would say he has a career now, or had a career. Chuck Norris.
Yeah.
You can't really say Stallone because Stallone was already he was already up there, you know what I mean? So it's
I don't know, Larry. I think that Over the Top.
Oh, fuck you, Marty! I knew you were gonna do that.
And Rocky. I don't know. I don't know, Larry.
Creepy's with
So
us too. Creepy says it's a fucking masterpiece. You're the
So-
odd man out here,
So
man.
is Rhinestone? That's where he dropped off for you, Marty, and then like
Yeah,
over the top.
Yeah, no,
picked
hold
him
on a
back
minute.
up.
Ooh,
Hold
we're
on a-
throwing
hold on a minute.
shade.
I think they missed the beat by not giving that fucker a music career with Rhinestone, man. He was fucking just fucking
Get the
slapping
fuck
that
off of the
ukulele.
screen, Marty. Get the fuck off. We're legitimate here.
Fuck.
God.
But
Swinestone. Jesus
God.
Christ.
what was that a pissing contest again between Arnie and Sly to see who could dress as the worst looking cowboy? What was the one Arnie was in with fucking Kirk Douglas? What was that one where he played a cowboy in a Kirk Douglas movie?
Cactus Jack.
Oh,
Yeah, thank you. Hey, Trenchy.
I don't think I've ever seen that.
I've never
Oh,
seen
it's-
that.
You're not
Fucking
missing
dog shit, man. It's dog shit. Aye. But so my what is number 4? My fourth question. I'm going to start with Larry. Larry, what do you think is the worst fucking Canon movie of all time?
Ooh.
I mean, I got to go with Superman 4. I mean, I haven't seen like all the Canon films, but like from all the ones that I've seen, that I would have to say Superman 4. It's
Okay.
just like I don't hate that movie, but it's just like, oh my god, man. I rather they would have kept like the villain that would look like Frankenstein as at least that would
Yeah,
have
they
been a
could have
little
made
bit more
him
interesting.
Bizarro or something like
Yeah,
that.
at least that would have been made it a little bit more interesting. But I mean, yeah, that was one where it's like, yeah, I don't know, man. I'm sure there's others that are bad, but I mean, that's probably the one that's the one that sticks out to me as when I was a kid. You know what I mean?
But Larry, you didn't like the hidden Superman power of rebuilding the wall of China with I-beams. He was able to
No.
reconstruct the Great Wall. No,
I did not.
but hopefully in the next, hopefully James Gunn does that in the next fucking Superman movie. Juno, I know.
What did it for me though was the the bolt cutters cutting his hair.
Yeah, it's like they're not even kryptonite. What the fuck is
Like, what
going on
the
here?
fuck?
And then they were able to
here-
carry it like after that. You know what I mean? Like they just took his hair and they took it like, it's not like they had to like get a forklift to pick it up or anything.
I would have just broken into his fucking shower room and got these pubes or some fucking thing. Would have been fucking way easier. I don't know. Juno, I know you've said Superman 4. Is there any other one that you fucking despise that came out of Canon? Do you want me to come back? Do you want me to do a circle and come back to you?
Probably because I was already ranted about Superman 4.
It was a
You're
great
okay.
It was an epic rant.
It was a great rant. It was an awesome rant. I'll swing back to you, and if you don't have anything, then don't fucking said it. Tex, what is the biggest pile of dog shit you think that came out of fucking Canon Studios?
Well, I can't say it's a pile of dog shit, but I do hate it a lot, which was Kinjite.
Really?
Yeah, just for the fact that little Japanese girl, kills herself and shit, and then they turned her into a junkie. It should be the right film I'm thinking about. It was fucking yeah. That was dismal. I when I saw that, I just fuck, it just creeped me out so much, and I just thought that was disgusting. They're prostituting like little girls and shit like that, and that was just fucked up. So that's why I hate that film, solely based on that.
I can understand that. It is brutal.
Jen, what about you? What do you think is the biggest heinous piece of dog shit to come out of
I don't
Canon
think,
Studios?
darling. It's a Bo Derek picture.
Bolero.
Fuck you, Marty. Fuck you. Get the fuck out of this stream. Like, my problem with it, you know me, I like, I like eroticism if it's done well. But the biggest cardinal sin for an erotic movie is to be fucking boring. Oh my fucking God. How can you make a woman who's going around the world trying to lose her virginity boring? I don't know, but man, Bolero does do it. Fucking hell.
So are you
Jesus.
saying, what do you think the percentage of guys who fell asleep before they could bust their fucking nut was to this
I've
movie?
heard guys who it's not that they don't find her unattractive. It's just this one, it's so not even PG-13. It's so fucking G. I mean, this is fucking tame. And like, I love eroticism when it's done right. I actually do. But that movie is fucking boring as sin. Something happened, please. For God. She got a Razzie, by the way. I'm not the only one. I think it was her second Razzie she got for that fucking movie. And Marty, when you give your pick, you better not say the Forbidden Dancer, I swear to God.
Okay, what else is on my list here? But yeah, like, I do feel bad for the kids, the teen boys, 14-year-olds, somehow mustering up the courage to rent out fucking Bolero and then falling asleep with their dick in their hand because, God damn.
I mean, a Sears catalog would have worked way better.
Why are the pages stuck together? Oh, okay. But with me, I'm trying to think, what's the biggest piece?
And don't say over the top either, asshole.
On this fucking list. Fuck it, Superman 4. Fuck us, fun. Superman 4, Quest for Peace. Aye.
Yeast for peace, you know.
Yeah, really.
The quest for horseshit.
Juno, is there anything else you want to fucking dump on, or
Gosh,
you're happy? You're content.
it might be controversial for this one because I already did pick Superman 4, but I would have to pick Death Wish 2. Not that I hate that movie, but I think that's a little bit of a fucked up, depressing movie.
Yeah.
Especially like what happens in that movie. Especially if you see the unrated cut, like that goes too far. Like it made me not like watch the TV for a moment because it was getting too fucking much.
It's a hard fucking watch. I get you.
That's why I prefer the third one.
Michael Winner is am I pronouncing his name right? Michael Wiener? I don't know. The guy was a bit of a lecherous fuck. Maria Sirtis, who had a contract with Canon, had the ill fucking fate of starring in a bunch of Michael Winner movies, and as a result, she said he was the most fucking lecherous piece of shit. Like, she wanted a blanket between takes, and he's like, no, fucking don't give her a blanket. I want the lighting on her tits. I want to see what the lighting's like. And you're like, what kind of... So I can see why as well that the kind of they turn something like that into a voyeuristic kind of scene. Also, Trenchy is in the chat. Hello to Trench. Or where is he there? Hold on. Let's see. Trench is there. Hey, what's up, dude? And let's see what else. Who else have we here? At Brian goes Blue Coco 2. Thanks, dude. Yeah, I done a review on a really cool figure. This gorgeous lady got me, and yeah. So my last question. You're like, thank fuck, this bastard is done with the questions. Larry, if you wanted to illustrate to someone what a Canon movie is, what is the most Canon movie you could show a person, what would it be? What would be like, this is okay, here, I'm introducing you to Canon Studios, this is the movie you have to fucking watch. What would it be?
Man, that's again, it would go back to either Cobra or Bloodsport.
Okay. Just
You know,
very.
I mean, I feel like for me anyway, those are like the tops. I mean, you know, I wouldn't say contrary to belief, I wouldn't say Master of the Universe. I would say one of those two because for me those two are probably one of the best ones. You know, if I had to pick another one, it would probably be trying to think. Invasion USA is a good one, but
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I think those two probably. Well, you know what? Maybe it would probably be one of the. It would definitely be a Bronson film, also a Norris film, but I don't. It's like I don't know which one to pick for.
There's
Norris,
too many to fucking choose from.
That's why I mean I wouldn't do Death Wish 2, obviously, but no, it's because I would want them to have fun with something, you know. And there's like you can have fun with even in Cobra. I mean, there's still some fun to be had in that. You know,
You wouldn't pick Death Wish 2 as a date movie, no?
Well, I would.
Yeah, of course you fucking would. Jesus Christ.
if you wanted to get rid of somebody, it's like here, watch this.
Actually, no, like Marty can attest to this. Like some of the movies that I would pick for a date night, like Marty knows this. Like I would actually pick that or a little. I like the extreme movies.
You know what? I would watch some of the grottiest, grungiest shit before I'd watch that Forbidden Dance fucking movie.
Yeah.
Actually, you know what? I'd probably if another fun one that I would say is for me anyway, because I remember seeing it later in the game was Barbarians.
Yeah.
Barbarians is fun.
With the two brothers, like I mean, I don't know, like I saw that later, like years later, and I think it was either on like is HBO or Cinemax or something, and I was just like, I was like, wow, this is pretty fun. And then I saw them in another movie with Carradine. I never remember they were truck drivers. I just never like I just never remember the name of it.
It's weird. It's like if Arnie fucked the Doublemint twins and they had fucking two individual kids. It's the only fucking way to explain it. Jen, what about yourself? What's the most canon movie you would fucking show someone to introduce them to the studio or introduce them to the catalog?
I kind of agree with Larry. Like, probably Cobra would be your most mainstream, but I also think the Death Wish movies would be good. But I think if you want to, like, if you're trying to hit everybody, probably Murphy's Law with Charles Bronson, because it has the action element, it has a little bit of a comedic element, it has like all the stuff you think of when you think of Canon, and it would, you know, kind of work for everybody. It kind of is a hodgepodge of what all of the things Canon brings to the table, and you know, Bronson is kind of, you know, a face of Canon, so that would work. Or you could show him a Chuck Norris movie. I'm not the biggest fan, but you know, he was a big part of Canon too. But probably, yeah, Murphy's Law or the Death Wish movies, because the Death Wish movies are damn good. Now I can understand some people not wanting to do two, but they're good movies if you want something a little harder edged.
What was I going to say? Ethel was under the same misconception as you.
See,
Larry.
I thought so too.
It's not a Canon movie. It was, I think they were involved in the release or production or something, but it's not actually a Canon movie per se. Texas, if you were going to show someone, if you wanted to introduce someone to the Canon
and the Forbidden Dance.
Fuck the Forbidden Dance. I will watch. I tell you what, I'll tell you how much I fucking hate that movie. We'll watch Let My Puppets Come again before we fucking. I'll watch it before fucking I watch that fucking dance movie.
Well, you loved Let My Puppets Come.
I did my fucking hole. You saw me fucking drinking during that movie. Someone gets blown by a fucking puppet fish, for Christ's sake.
Well, it's all puppets, and then you have the bestiality scene. Don't forget the selling point of the movie, darling. A puppet bestiality scene.
Well, Jen, have you ever seen Meet the Feebles?
I love that movie.
Okay, all right.
No. Meet the Feebles is tame in comparison to this fucking atrocity that was funded by the mafia, apparently.
Give us a fucking release, Peter Jackson. What the fuck?
Yeah, exactly.
Creepy has a question, Marty. Sorry to interrupt.
Who has a question?
Creepy. Forbidden Dance or Orphan First Kill?
Oh, fuck.
Definitely Orphan First Kill for me.
I love you, man, but you're a prick.
that movie doesn't get the respect that it deserves. I think it's
I
fucking
loved it.
great.
I loved it too. Like this one over here, though, this stick in the mud doesn't like it. Not
You
you,
were-
Larry. I was talking about, the stick in the mud.
Yeah,
Point the
you
other
need to
direction,
point that
Jen.
way though,
Point
or
the
this
other
way,
direction.
because you were
Oh,
pointing to me.
The other
sorry.
hand.
Yeah.
Dyslexic, terribly dyslexic. But yeah, that way, this way. Yeah, that way.
Get your nits away from me. Get your fucking.
Yeah, everyone loves Orphan First Kill. Well, almost everyone.
I got up and kicked my footstool across the fucking room watching that fucking horse shit with her.
I loved it.
Her size kept fucking changing.
Well, shit, because she's older.
Here.
No,
Fuck.
They can't.
in different scenes. It's like stunt child, fully grown. Fuck off. That movie was like having
Well-
your fucking pubes pulled out one at a fucking
Well,
time.
You know, I have a feeling that, they probably started filming it, stopped production, it wasn't going to be made. Then they decide, oh, we're going to do it. We're going to finish it. So then they go, it's like, I saw a funny picture of her once, though. She's at a Walmart, and in the $5 bin, she's holding an orphan
Yeah,
DVD.
that's a fun picture.
But for me, I'd say 10 to Texas Chainsaw 2, of course, because you just have to, and 10 to Midnight. So I'm going to go with a Bronson film, but not any of the Death Wish. I'll go with 10 to Midnight. I think that's a really good film.
It is. I like it a lot too.
Ethel is reminding me of a review that we owe her and Trenchy, Jen.
It's not me that's keeping that review, Ethel. I'd like you to know. You know me. I'm down for porn anytime.
I watched the clip, and they all look like they have hepatitis, Jen. They all
You're
look
not
like
gonna
they're
give it to
riddled with
us
fucking
just
AIDS.
because we watch it.
Hey, I'll start doing watch parties for porn if anybody can find me like the real Tracy Lords films.
Or
I'll
Clerks too.
I'll go on record for that, because there was one I saw back in the day called Tail House Rock, and it was amazing because they did this horrible edit, and I will reenact it too, just for the hell of it. So this guy is banging. I don't remember which actress, from behind, and then you see him do like the money shot, and then they did an edit. They cut back to him, and it's just him, and he goes, "I'm coming, you fucking bitch!" And then they re-show the money shot again, and I was like, "Wow, what the fuck?"
What was the name of this text?
It was Tail House Rock.
Tail House Rock. I'm gonna write that down, Marty.
Texas, you're a nice dude, but fuck you for putting that into our fucking.
Tail House Rock. Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
Marty, I know what my next pick's gonna be, unless you want to do something bad.
Texas, you're a lovely dude, but fuck you. What did you pick? Did you pick your favorite? Jen, we're going to be watching so much shitty porn. Damn you, Jen.
Yeah, it's Juno's turn, I believe. So we can.
Oh, sorry, Juno. Go for it, dude.
The one movie I would definitely recommend is Death Wish 3.
Good one.
Because that's easily one of the better ones in the series. Like, you want to see an over-the-top finale that looks like out of a John motherfucking Woo movie. That's the one that Canon goes over the fucking top.
Does Danny Trejo turn up in that movie? Young Danny Trejo, is he in that one or part 4?
He's in the fourth one, The Crackdown.
Okay, cool. Yeah, no, I
so bad either. We're going a little over the top even by these movie standards, but I don't hate the fourth one.
I love the fact. Oh, sorry, Juno, go for it, dude.
No, I'm just saying, I would recommend that one because that one, if people are interested in like John Wick kind of movies or over the top kind of shit, like action movies that's adrenaline junkie, I recommend Death Wish 3.
Nice. Nice. Strange enough, I think maybe it was the same writer, or it was just going around. Both Invasion USA and Death Wish 4 have a dude blown out a window by a rocket launcher in the ending, the climax of both movies. It's like, okay, fuck it. I guess we'll use this. Myself, yeah, I think I'm gonna be a basic bitch and go with Cobra, because you can't go wrong with Cobra. Cobra's a fucking awesome movie, and
Fucking A.
an absolute fucking prime example of Canon at its peak. But yeah, I'm gonna wrap it up here, unless anyone has any questions or any other fucking things they want to discuss, or anything they want to ask, or are
Well,
y'all guys?
we haven't discussed. I wanted to talk about the documentary a little bit, not the shit,
Electric
not the
Boogaloo.
shit one, but Electric Boogaloo. I think that gives a great, like, all around, thing about, Canon. I mean, that's a good starting point for people really who haven't seen anything.
Yeah.
And of course, the whole deal with those guys was that it's like, oh well, yeah, this person made this movie, but we can do it better. That's what they always thought, but they didn't quite ever get there. So there's another documentary that their daughter did, or one of their daughters did, called The Go-Go Boys, which is absolute garbage, really bad. And I was so shocked at how bad it was, because they said they could do better and they didn't. But yeah, Electric Boogaloo, I think you can even watch it for free on YouTube, or at least at one point you could. And not to shill for Amazon, but you can get like this DVD set that has the documentary plus a lot of the Canon films in it as well. And so I would say I recommend that highly and whatnot. So, and also I've always had a long running joke, and Juno has got that as well, is that anything that was a part 2, we'd always say, like, because they called Breaking 2 Electric Boogaloo, but any other movie that comes out with a part 2, we always say, Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2 Electric Boogaloo. So it sticks, so that's
Shawshank 2 Electric Boogaloo.
right.
the-
Jaws
that-
Jaws 2
sorry.
Electric Boogaloo, so there you go.
The Lambada Boogaloo.
Please, no, Jen. No, but Texas is dead fucking right. It's a wicked documentary. The creator's also done another wicked documentary called Not Quite Hollywood, all about Ozploitation.
Yeah, that's great too.
They're cool documentaries, and I don't. Yeah, if it's up on fucking YouTube, track it down on YouTube. Track, beg, borrow, and fucking steal. But Texas is right in the money. That if you want an insight into the studio, that's one to fucking check out.
Mm-hmm.
Jen, any final thoughts or anything you want to discuss or bring up, or we kind of covered all the fucking?
I think we've covered it. I think this panel has done a great job at really talking about like some of the more well-known stuff. And I think we've turned over a few rocks and found some kind of hidden gems. And I would recommend you guys to actually look through their list, and you might find a lot more. Even when I was doing research for this stream, I think I was like, oh shit, yeah, they made that. There's some, maybe not the greatest, but fun ones that you just want to watch sometimes, especially if you're in a nostalgic mood, because they don't make them like this anymore.
They wouldn't be allowed.
Yeah, well, that was the thing that was the other thing I was speaking of what Jen was saying. I didn't realize Loose Cannons was done by Canon, unless it's like a misinformation like Highlander. Y'all remember that one, Loose Cannons, with Gene Hackman and Dan Aykroyd?
I do. I think it, but I was wrong before.
Yeah, I was just like, I remember seeing that as a kid. It's been forever since I've seen it, so I can't remember. Honestly, I remember enjoying it back then, but I don't remember. It could be one that like I can watch it now and it's like, oh, this sucks.
No, I like it. I've seen it a few times. It's not a bad film. It's a fun, or I still think it's fun. But then I like the Forbidden Dance, so maybe my opinion means nothing.
Well, I was gonna say, Jen, like with the Forbidden Dance. Now that it's no longer. What was the name of the dance? Was it the lambada? Was that it?
The
Yeah.
Lambada.
The
Yeah,
lambada.
yeah. Now it's the crack arena. So there you go.
Jesus fucking Christ.
When are we getting that movie?
I know exactly. It's a sequel, damn it. It's been too long.
That's the
Oh,
sequel. Is the Macarena?
Mhm.
What are they trying to save in this one? The ice caps or some fucking thing? Ice caps?
The
fucking
penguins.
ice, crack?
Yeah, penguins. It makes sense. Because they're black and white. So they have, like, that feel. Like, in tuxedos. Like, it's a classy thing. So they're in tuxedos. Penguins, you think of tuxedos. You follow me, right?
Oh,
No. And I've been going out with you for 5 fucking years and I still can't fucking follow
Don't
you.
say it like that.
I'm still my one of my last questions is gonna be like, when are we getting the watch party for Forbidden Dance, Marty?
Thank you. Thank you. The people are
You're
demanding
all
it.
a bunch of cunts tonight. You're all a bunch of cunts in this stream tonight, okay? Jesus Christ. And any final thoughts or anything, Juno, you want to discuss or say, or is there anything that your feelings about Canon? Is there anything you want to say before we close up shop?
I just feel like it's one of those companies that a lot of us movie fans are gonna enjoy it and still enjoy the memory of it.
Mhm.
I just feel like if it would maybe reappear in new movies nowadays, like if they produce like more action movies that we will fucking enjoy in an action film, not this overbearing 2 hour burying Marvel shit. Like give us a fucking Van Damme movie, like another fucking Canon film, Van Damme film that kicks ass. Like hell, if we want a sequel to Bloodsport, give us that with Van Damme one more time, like a real sequel.
Yeah, there is a terrible sequel with Van Damme as a kind of mentor to some other dude, and they're
Yeah,
fighting Batista or some fucking horseshit like that. I don't fucking know.
and I think that guy, like, because I heard that about the sequel, and the only person they brought back was his friend, the guy with the
Oh,
beard.
the American dude, the American fighter. Yeah.
Yeah, he's like the actor. He came back for that sequel, but there's no Van Damme in it.
Oh Jesus.
So I'm like,
Anywho,
oh shit.
yeah, no, it sucks when they try and do legacy sequels, and it's like, wait, this cunt was in it for 5 minutes. How the fuck? Okay, guess that's our connective tissue. So I'm gonna finish it up here, but before I do, I'm gonna let everyone fucking plug what they got coming up. So Jen, for God's sake, it's the word plug. It's the word plug.
I know, but it's connotations, darling. Connotations.
Jen, what have you got on your channel? What new videos have you up that you want people to check out?
I just put up this morning a review for Marshmallow. It is a movie from 2025 this year. And if you are a fan of summer camp slashers, you might really like this one, because for the first half of the movie, we are very much playing homage to the classics like Friday the 13th and Sleepaway Camp. But after we get to the halfway point, we do a real big turn. And it's a pretty there's a little few problems, but it's a pretty good payoff overall. I would recommend checking it out and seeking it out. And my reviews on my channel.
Awesome sauce, and do check out this gorgeous girl. She's a lunatic, but she's a brilliant fucking lunatic, and that's why I love her. Texas, any streams or videos or anything you want folks to check out?
Yeah, I just want to say, Jen, thanks for mentioning Marshmallow. I haven't seen it yet, but I did watch a trailer, and I was like, wow, this looks fucking great. So now with that, what you said, I'm going to have to track this down and check it out, because I love the trailer. I thought the trailer was excellent. Yeah, so this Wednesday, I have a watch party for Monster Squad. I'm going to kind of,
nice.
Try to not, well, the past few streams haven't been any blood and guts. But yeah, also though that's at 9:15 Central, 10:15 Eastern, Wednesday. And I wanted to say real quick that one of the movies that I was going to do a watch party for, this movie called The Horseman. I don't know if you or Marty have seen it.
It's an Australian movie, right?
Yeah, yeah.
It's a cool
Yeah.
movie.
Okay,
I
you've
haven't
seen it.
yet, but I've heard of it.
Yeah, I rewatched it because I was like, I better rewatch this before I decide on a watch party. And it's so fucked up that I'm like, yeah, no, everybody's just gonna have to go on their own and watch this one because I'm not responsible if anybody's dog dies while watching it or some shit. So, but yeah, that's what I've got this week. Monster Squad, and who knows what else. I'm always thinking of all sorts of crazy things.
I'm going to have links to folks' channels as well in the description. I don't put them in until after the stream because in case people are able to come on or not come on, but make sure you check out Texas channel.
Mhm.
Juno, yes, sexy bastard. What have you coming next on your channel, dude?
Well, the next stream on Tuesday, we're going to be doing a Van Damme film, and it's motherfucking Kickboxer.
Nice. Sweet.
It says "fuck you" when he kicks the Kickboxer logo, which I love. The steel book.
Oh, hold it up there a minute, Juno. Hang on a minute. Solo layout. Let's have a better look at that.
Oh, that's sexy.
He's belting the shite out of that. That's wicked, man.
That is really nice.
Nice.
Very nice.
And
He's like,
is that it, or is there anything else you want to promote? Anything else as well coming up you want people to check out?
the what?
Is that all you want to promote, or is there anything else you want to shout
Oh,
out as well?
lately I've been uploading music. I even uploaded an extended version of 28 Days Later theme song because I just watched that last month on my birthday. So I wanted to make a music. So I made an extended version of that badass John Murphy theme song. I just can't wait for the next one.
No, that kicks ass. And again, as I was saying, guys, make sure you check out Juno's channel. I'll have a link to it in the description below. Larry, you sexy bearded bastard. What about yourself? What do you want to fucking pimp and promote here, dude?
Really, I do have another review coming up this coming week. I already filmed it. It was one that I kind of changed at the last minute because I was going to review something else. So I wanted to do something just a little bit, something that I had wanted to review for a while. It's a NECA figure. I'm not going to say what yet, but yeah, I think it'll be fun. I was actually very surprised and really enjoyed reviewing it. I was really happy with it. So other than like the last one, the Van Helsing one, which really, yeah, no.
That they should have just had a changeable jacket.
Yeah.
Rather than fucking changing the torso. Creepy McGee actually has a question for you. What's the poster that's next to you, dude?
Well, there's if you're talking about this one, that one is a Texas Frightmare poster from 2023.
Lucky dog.
It's like no, not 2023. 2013. I'm sorry. But yeah, it's basically a zombie with a what do you call it? Arrow in its eye. It's a glow in the dark poster done by Gary Pullen.
Nice.
Really, really cool. It actually it has a Texas state logo in the chest. It's kind of hard for me to like. It's a big poster, so for me to take it down and show it.
No, don't. Yeah, you should take a picture of it though and put it up on your Instagram or something, dude.
Yeah. I'll definitely I'll do that and put it somewhere. It might be because I think when I got it, I had posted it somewhere. But yeah, I'll send it out, or maybe I'll put it in the community tab.
Cool.
And what do you call it? Ping creepy on it, or tag creepy on it, so he can check it out.
Nice.
Yeah, it's
Nice.
definitely this whole wall right here is my Romero wall. So I have that one, and then I have another one by artist the dude designs. It's a Day of the Dead one, and it's signed by Bub and Romero.
Nice.
Oh, sweet.
Sweet.
And then I have some Dawn of the Dead ones. I Gary Pullen, same guy that did that one. He did like this sort of smaller art print after Romero passed away. Of basically, it looks like Dawn of the Dead, but except it's just his glasses.
Very cool.
Sweet, cool.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and then I have my Dawn of the Dead figures right here next to me. So
Nice. Are they the old NECA ones that don't have any fucking? Yeah, they were cool, but the lacquer ticket, which they seem to be going backwards. I'm not going. No, don't go into tirade. I'll go into a fucking tirade.
Marty, before you close out, it's a work in progress, but can I show off my cannibal wall that I'm working on?
Go first, squad.
Thank you. Okay, this might make y'all sick because this is in my bedroom now. I'm usually in the horror room, but when I do these streams, but like I don't know how well because it's showing up, Marty.
No, you're okay. Hang on, I'll blow it up. Give me a sec.
Ooh.
No, not like that.
Okay, so like I've still got more to do, but like I got some cool. I've got Slave of the Cannibal God, Cannibal Holocaust, Cannibal Ferox, Hills Have Eyes, and then over here I've got the Creep. I've got innocent. Marty, help me out.
What?
In a ghost land, and then I've got Terrifier 2. This is still a work in progress, but my bedroom is going to be like my horror room, so I have these. But I have a cannibal wall, finally! I'm so happy about it!
We were so elated about it. That's like, Jesus Christ. But yeah, with that, guys, I also want to thank everyone who stopped in. Jen, give me a hand with this because you know what I'm like. Big thanks to not that kind of hand. Jesus Christ. I want to thank Creepy McGee. I want to thank Frenchy. Go on. You go for that. Or Jen, you go for Ethel's next.
Ethel is next. Mr. Dan and Hora stopped by. Let me see. I'm going through. Brian Goes Blue and Coco 2. Trenchy was in. Chester Franklin was in. Let's see. Jim's Movie Channel was in. Creepy McGee was in. Let's see. I think that's except for the guys in trench coats. Oh, Jason Callan was in.
Jason Callan. JPEG.
Yeah.
Papa Gaz
and some are a little bit different.
Papa Gaz was in.
Not JPEG was in.
Yeah.
I think that's it.
My friend Steve Areno as well. So
Steve Areno, sorry. I'm blind, guys.
Yeah, no, the two of us are fucking. I don't know. It must be all that fucking puppet porn we're watching. Anthony
Peyton Samuels is in as well. I think I'm saying the name right.
Right.
Yeah.
Video Tasties, Art, and everyone. Thanks for stopping in. But most
Tony.
Thanks. Oh. Sorry, Larry.
There's also Big Tony, Anthony Chabot.
Yes, I said Tony. But before I go as well, I just want to thank our newest guest that came onto the stream, Texas Hardcore, absolute legend, and 2000. Thanks a million for stopping in, dude. And of course, as always, Larry. And also, don't forget, Joey was here, but technically she couldn't stick around. We're going to end it here, but good night, take care, and go on, Ted. You know you want to say it.
Penis!
Jesus Christ, one of these days I'll end up